Hey, what's up guys, this is Brad with Display Fitness, and if you hear that noise, because I got a big old box fan in the window. Turns out summer's approaching, it's getting warmer here on the Korean Peninsula, and gotta love that centrally controlled heating and cooling that we do here in the barracks. So suffice to say, it's hot as all get out. You know, when I get home in the afternoon in the room. But I went today and got a new box fan. I'm really excited about that. So I propped that bad boy up in the window, turned it on blast, and it dropped the temperature about 2 degrees, which, you know, doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's definitely much appreciated, you know, in light of the fact that I can't really turn down the temperature in the room at all. So that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. Aside from that, squat day today. So I'm gonna go in, try to make it a good day. You know, last week was kind of dealing with sore knees in the week of the squat comp, and then hitting heavy again, or fairly heavy again on Monday. So definitely had some tight sore knees throughout the week last week. Things are feeling pretty good today. So, you know, I'll probably mess around with some triples or some fives. Just kind of see how I feel. First things first, gonna go in and get a run. And even first thing first before that, I need to drink my pre-workout. So we're gonna do that right about now. And then I'll meet you guys over in the gym. So here we go. Real quick, want to do a huge shout out to Kennedy, who watches all my videos apparently, and her sister Cass, who just had her first communion. Congratulations. Hope you guys are good. Miss you. All right, made it over to the gym. This is post run. Went a little bit easier today than I have in the last couple of training days. I realized I'm not exactly training for a run event right now. You know, PT test is only 2 times a year, and I'm good for a little bit. So there's not a whole lot of necessity for me to be pushing the run right now. So while I had been kind of speeding it up and you know, trying to clock in at or below 8-minute mile, I don't have to. So I basically just have to kind of check the block and do what I need to do just to keep up the running. So it's just a matter of keeping it up. So I just did a 10 minute mile. Smooth, easy, very comfortable. I got a nice little sweat, warmed up, feeling pretty good. So we're gonna move in for some squats and see how things go. Yeah, here we go. All right, so let's do a little voiceover here. You know, kind of typical squat work, some of the same stuff that I show a lot. This here is just kind of getting into warm-ups. This particular squat session was on the backside of the competition that we did in sitting in gym. So, you know, just dealing with kind of decent weight, and training at this point was going pretty good. Pretty happy with how things felt, pretty happy with how things moved. So these are all just kind of warm-up sets, get myself built up to you know, this is for 95, you know, kind of warming up, and I like to kind of take my time with my jumps, making sure that I'm ready for the set, and kind of doing a plate at a time and just seeing how things feel. When I get to the upper end of what my working weight's going to be, I typically just do singles, because by that point I'm already warm. And so this here is working weight, so this is 545. 545 I did for 3 sets of 3s, and I was pretty pleased with how the weight was moving and how the weight felt. And it's always good, you know, when you kind of go in and everything's feeling pretty good. One thing that I tend to get from time to time is some patellar tendon tightness, kind of above my kneecap. So sometimes, depending on how frequently, how heavy I'm squatting, I can tend to have that flare up on me. It isn't all the time, it's a kind of a case-by-case thing, but I like to kind of keep an eye on it and work through that. So sometimes squatting, I have to pivot based on that. And then kind of keeping with the trend of working with front squats. You know, at this point I was still kind of working with my front squats. This is 365, you know, and I hit 365 for a couple sets just to get some volume in. I kind of like the way that this hits the front of the quad. And just kind of enjoy the leg development that the front squats give. So that's that. Also, I tend to throw in some grip work into my training days as well. So even on my squat day, you can see I'm using these sharp grips on the pull-ups. Pull-ups were particularly hard for me in the wake of my bicep surgery. So working with that fat grip is definitely a strain on the arm. So for a while there, I was only doing these 5 reps, but I've been able to kind of build it up over time. Talking about the patellar tendon tightness, this exercise here, the leg extension, is something that a lot of people talk about, kind of bad for the knees, but I really enjoy it because it gives me a good pump. I like the way it feels. It helps me kind of develop that teardrop, so the vastus medialis. I really like the way that exercise hits that. So that's kind of why I've freeze framed it here, just because you can see the quad working, and I really like the way it feels. I do have to admit though, depending on how heavy I go, or kind of from time to time, I will notice some knee stiffness, some knee soreness, the backside of performing this movement. So just for your own kind of thought process, just consider that it can be kind of rough on the knees, rough on the joint. But I really do enjoy the movement. I feel like there's really no great substitute that I prefer to work with. So just food for thought.
All right, folks, that's it. Kind of doing the outro on this video on the fly here. One of the joys of being where I am is the fact that I'm up against a timetable with the DFAC, where the cafeteria where I got to eat at. They open at a certain time and they close at a certain time, and I got about 15 minutes before they close, so I got to make it back to the room and get some fresh clothes on, or at least a sweatshirt and some sweatpants or something like that, and get down and try to get dinner. Otherwise I'm out of luck. So run. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just kind of a squat day, just kind of feeling things out with my squats. Definitely liking where things are feeling right now, not having any issues, and I like that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I do until something comes up where I gotta do something else. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave in the chat box below. I'll be sure to respond. I appreciate you guys checking out the videos. You always can help me out a lot with those likes, the shares, and the subs. Definitely appreciate everyone that's jumped in to support the channel. If you're a new viewer, drop in the comments, say hi. I'll say hi back. And for all you guys who've been around for a hot minute, I always do appreciate seeing you guys in the comment section. Remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, you get in the gym, train to spite. You're not gonna find an excuse, you're gonna find a way. And I hope that you continue to find the way. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.